Ulonka tabati yada to ye kuma daifa. Inu to ye go je love bipa. Oba tala oba takutakun. Songo eshu ogun oya osun. Kini sheshe tan she nile yo. O je lo jara.
Lafayette, peace and power, family. Welcome to another episode of the African Spirituality Experience. I'm your host, Orisha Bami, and we're back for round 2 tonight, family, with none other than the tribe mother, the Wunam Nicky Love in the building. Peace and blessings. What's good with you, Wunam? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, boy. Tribe, can y'all hear me? Because we had some technical difficulties, man, before we came on. So my apologies to y'all for the delay. If y'all can hear me, can somebody put yes in the chat for me, please, or a thumbs up or something if y'all can hear me? Because we definitely dealing with some challenges with this technology. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me, family? Can y'all hear me? Wunam, can you hear me? Oh, boy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Wunam? Oh, boy. Tribe, can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can't hear me? All right. I'm not sure what's going on because I can't hear you either, Wunam. I'll tell you what. Let's go out and come back in. All right, Tribe. I'm gonna send Wunam a text, and then I'm gonna see if we can get this technology. And I know y'all know what it is. This seems to be a bit of a regular occurrence that we deal with these so-called technical difficulties. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, family. Thank you. So I just gotta figure out how to get Wunam sound on. So one moment, I'm gonna holler at them real quick. And see if we can get this squared away. Okay. So I just sent them a text to see if we can get this thing going. So first and foremost, I appreciate everybody for tapping in with us, for jumping on for round 2. For everybody who was on the first one, with shout out to Miss Mariana Segment Ma'at, who joined us earlier for the first broadcast, and we're back with another one now. We're doing round 2. So we're just trying to work through these technical difficulties because, as always, I feel like it's past interference on the play. So I'm gonna see if we can get Wunam to come out and come back in, and then see if we can get. Okay, can you hear me now, Wunam? Can you hear me now? Okay, so yeah, she just jumped out and came back in, family. So we're gonna work through this. We're gonna work through this technical difficulty because it seems like it's happening a lot more frequently. And honestly, I've been dealing with this foolishness from the time pretty much I started the show, man. But I feel like everybody who's a member of the tribe and that's familiar with the channel, you know what it is. We deal with circumstances and situations that are really unnecessary, but it is what it is. We know what we're working up against and what we are dealing with when it comes to dealing with these platforms. But we're gonna work through this thing, man, and get it cracking. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, there we go. So now I was just telling them, y'all know what it is. I know y'all know, and I know they know what it is, man, with the foolishness that we be dealing with these platforms. So back to what I was saying, Tribe, I apologize for the delay, but clearly y'all can see the technical difficulties was trying to slow down what we have to share, but it ain't gonna stop it because we are children of the divine and we got the divine mothers in the building. So with that, without further ado, I appreciate everybody who was on the first episode earlier tonight and appreciate everybody who's here for round 2. So Wunam, Baba Adinkra, y'all want to get this thing cracking? You want to get the ancestors in before we get this party started?
Oh, yes. You ready?
Come on, rise up, ancestors now. Come on, ancestors rise. We're calling on the ancestors to rise up. We're asking the ancestors to rise. We're asking the ancestors to protect. We're asking the ancestors to see to us and speak to us. And let us give the people the information that's needed. We're asking the ancestors to protect everybody that's walking on this line and guide everybody's path. I share. Toy move.
Asheo Toimu and Tribe, y'all never met Baba Brother Adinkra, so I'm gonna introduce you formally because this is the king to Wunam's queen, and I definitely appreciate him. Me and him been rocking from the time I met him, man. And it goes back to shout out to Lady Night Walker. I don't know if she's on this one, but she was talking about competition earlier. And I'm like, people that be in competition be on bullshit because they got things that need to work on within themselves. But I say all that to say, this is one of the dopest couples I ever met, man. They are literally the yin and the yang, but they like the yin yang twins. Every time you talk to one, you talk to the other. I love the cohesion. I love the synchronicity. No, I'm serious though, but it's like, the time from the time I met you, bro, like real talk, for me, it was nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? It's been that way from day one. So I want to salute you and, you know what I'm saying, commend y'all courtship and y'all relationship for it being that way. Because a lot of people can't deal with, you know what I'm saying, people, their significant others working with people of the opposite sex. And I get, you know, where it could be convoluted or polluted or whatever the case may be. But the way I look at it is if everybody's operating in Iwa and with integrity, you know what I'm saying, doing things the right way, that shouldn't be an issue. So I know it's always been that way with all of us, and it's always gonna be. So I want to salute y'all and give gratitude and thanks to brother Drinker, man. I appreciate you, bye-bye, and I welcome you to the show.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You already know, man. Yes, sir. So now that we got that out the way, man, let's get into this feeding of the earth, man. Shout out to Zimmy Locks, because I was telling her and several other people that wanted to know more about the ceremony and the offerings and, you know, giving, you know, feeding the earth and feeding the deities and all that. And I was like, maybe I'll do a presentation. And then when I talked to you, when I was like, shoot, we're going to do a live. I was like, well, can we do one together? So here we are. We're doing it together so we could share, you know, this powerful experience and ritual that we're going to do collectively. So, excuse me, do you want to tap in with the tribe and just let them know, you know, what it's about, how to do it, why we're doing it, when we're doing it, and all that good stuff?
Okay. As y'all can see behind us, it say call the ancestors, right? Let me move my head. What else to say, Brother Dinko?
Call on the ancestors and feed the earth and awaken the bloodline.
Awaken the bloodline. So pretty much, family, why we're doing this is because the ancestors, not just the ancestors modern, but the ancient ancestors said we need to do this. As you all know, there's a lot going on. We actually came on here. We did talk about what was going on, you know, what we spiritually seen with war, you know, different things that's going on right now, currently, with political and chaos. So ancestors said we need to protect the earth. Now, if you all seen the monks walking for peace, they walk for peace, and we're getting ready to dig for safety. Okay, so the reason we're calling everybody to do this is because we don't want any problems to come to this land. And you know, as you can see, there's a lot going on. Some of we know is fake. Some of it, you know, some of it is real, but we don't want to take any chances. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to protect this land. Now, what we did see spiritually, and when we tapped in, is that there were going to be some type of infrastructure shutdowns. We kept seeing things where they're going to hit the, you know, the data centers, you know, where they were going to try to mess with our infrastructure. And if that happens, we need to be prepared. Okay. One of the things we don't want to do is because they're talking about nuclear weapons and bombs and doing all this great stuff, because we don't want that energy coming to this land. So that's why it's important, as the monks were marching for peace, that we, the indigenous ones, get out and begin to feed the earth so we can protect this earth, and especially the United States of America. You want to add to that?
Yeah. As we was reading it, actually the other day we was driving down the street and we passed by the data center and she was like, I just had a vision of a bomb hitting the data center. And I was like, it's funny you say that because they just mentioned that on the news saying that Iran said they were going to target our data centers and our infrastructure. And it was just crazy because she doesn't really watch the news on the war because she's too negative. And so we driving down the street and I was just like, you're absolutely right, because that's what they said they were going to do. So I think they're really sleeping on Iran, but I also see some stuff politically that people here want to happen as well.
Yeah.
Like other people are working with, you know, they're gonna make it. It's like a false flag. Like they're gonna make it look like it came from Iran, but it really was an
Inside job.
Side job. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They already prepping us for it, saying that they seen drones over the military sites and stuff like that, and that drones came up missing and stuff. So they're already prepping us for it.
They're prepping us. But see, the thing about that, family, that's why we need to get out and do what we got to do, because they're doing too much. And if that's
Yeah.
the case, we still need to be prepared, because people are, I'm going to tell you what I see spiritually. People are already starting to panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's for.
Right?
That's what it's for, though.
People, and they're starting to panic. And when they start panicking, other things happen. We're not thinking about that. So now you got people panicking. They're buying up the food. They're afraid. You know what I mean? They're buying up the weapons, right? So they're doing a lot right now, because some of these people are afraid. So you're gonna have people that going to be last minute people. If something does happen, they're going to be last minute trying to do this and trying to do that. So the reason it's important for us to begin to get out here and do it, because if we call upon the ancestors and if we feed our earth gods and our earth spirits, it's going to be calm. We're not going to, it's not going to be chaotic like they want it to be. Okay. That's why it's important that we do this. I'm going to say ritual, because it is a ritual within itself. We're asking for protection. And a lot of people, they can't see it, they don't understand it, and you don't have to be indigenous to do it, but you got to understand that you are part of this earth. And everybody, including the people causing war, all right, under this patriarchal, chaotic, crazy system. So you have to know that the very thing that you're a part of is the very thing that's going to save you. Okay? The trees. We know for a fact when we call and we have a connection with the trees and we say, well, if there's a hurricane coming, could you protect our house? We know for a fact that the house is going to be protected.
Yeah. It's been many times where we were a hurricane or a tornado. Well, actually, a tornado was in line with the house, and we started doing rituals right away, and the tornado it ceased. It just stopped.
Right.
And it happened 3 times. The first time I was like, well, okay. The second time I was like, wow. Then the third time I was like, this is the truth.
Right. But see, this is what you have to know. People, it's hard for them to fathom, especially if you're not spiritual. If you're not spiritual, you ain't gonna know you could talk to that tree. And let me tell you what was crazy. The tree's been greeting us all night. As soon as we pulled up in the parking lot home, the trees start going crazy. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all pay attention, because they're speaking to you. When you have a connection with the trees, they're going to speak to you. They greet you, right? So now we just came from my daughter's house. There was a ritual that I did over there, and I had to throw some African medicine into the bush. And the bush that she lived that's behind her house actually looks like it's part of the Amazon. Now, this medicine that I threw in the bush required me to do a chant. So before I walked up to my daughter's house, I said, Mashe gudu gudu meshi, Mashe yaya mefa, Akanto chin ima, komo walo, and the trees start going crazy. Right? And that basically opened the portal for me to say, protect my daughter's house with my grandkids in there. So let me tell you something. The trees already were connecting with me. They start blowing and going crazy. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't understand. This is so beautiful. This energy is so beautiful. And when you know that you're connected to the very thing that you're a part of, the earth, the trees, the water, okay? You know that you can actually ask these elements to protect you, okay? So that's why the ancient and the modern day ancestors said, go dig the earth. Go talk to the earth gods. Feed the earth gods so they can protect, especially this land called America.
I share this.
My bad. I'm trying to upload the files and stuff that I wanted to share, when we wrap up. So my apologies. I didn't know it was gonna start playing. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to feed the earth. So and again, especially in this land called America. We talked about this on a show last night. If they come over here and they shut down the infrastructure, you're going to have to go to bed when the sun goes down and wake up when the sun come up. It's going to be like back in the day. No internet, no nothing. What y'all going to do? You're going to lose your mind, ain't you? What you think?
Some people will, the ones that can't detach.
The internet go out, the kids, the kids are going to drive the parents crazy. Because I see so many times that I see the parents let the phone,
the devices
babysit the kids.
Yep.
Internet babysit the children. You wonder why they talking fast and moving fast.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing, man. It's funny because shout out to Miss Mariana segment. We talked about a little bit of that on our last show in regard, especially when it comes to the technology or just the fact of living off grid or living, within nature, living within, you know what I mean, with Mother Earth and not being attached to these bullshit devices and the technology and all that. Yes, it has its pros, but it definitely has a lot of cons, and that's why I wear my little blue blockers because all those different rays and the EMF waves and all the different frequencies that they're sending to us, whether it's the phone, the tablet, the laptop, the computer, whatever, the TV, all that is sending stuff that's fucking with our ori and messing with our pineal gland and our mind's eye. So it's like now I'm making it a habit. Like that's part of my uniform is to rock my blockers because I do a lot of work on the computers or on the devices. You know what I mean? I know for a fact I can feel the difference of not only my focus, but I feel like I can feel the difference in my mentality and my mindset. Is a lot more, I feel like, peaceful, relaxed, and more at ease since I've been rocking these while I'm doing my work, because literally it's set up to submit signals to us to do what I call subliminal seduction.
Right.
We're being programmed by the program or by the matrix or by the technology. So we got to protect ourselves by all means necessary.
And you know how you know it's real? Because they just got sued and lost in court.
Yep.
That part, yeah.
Making
Zuckerberg,
the kids
Meta.
addicted to the
Yeah.
to Facebook and all
Bruh.
the other
Yes, sir.
social media.
And that's the part of me
Yeah.
that says maybe we do need the infrastructure shut down, because right now all of this technology has caused a lot of chaos in America.
Yes.
Not only
The
that,
world. But yes,
trauma,
especially. Yeah.
trauma. Not only that,
Yeah.
stress. Okay.
Anxiety.
And anxiety, right? Because I'm doing
Depression.
spiritual counseling for a couple of
Yeah.
people right now that are dealing with anxiety.
Yes. Depression. Suicidal
Depression, right?
ideology. It's a
Right.
lot. Bullying, cyberbullying.
And we need to come back to being without any of it,
Facts.
right? Because you're gonna have to get up in the morning when the sun come up, and you got to go to bed when the sun go down, because there ain't gonna be nothing to look at. You got to get out there and grow your food, right? Get out there in that dirt and start digging the dirt for real, growing your vegetables. So you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. It's sort of like I said, part of me wants to be a shutdown because we need to get back to being human again.
Yes. Yeah.
Right now,
and connecting with the planet.
we're like a bunch of goddamn robots.
Yeah. But that's what this is all about, though. Literally, this whole everything that we're seeing and experiencing now is all for this draconian, reptilian, demonic, you know what I'm saying, evil ass empire to come in and to create this everything that's happening, and then to forge their initiative or their efforts to create transhumanism. Because you got to think, I know you know, Wunam, and I know you know too, Baba Drinker, that they don't have bodies. These entities that are really in control of this shit, they are demonic, devilish, evil forces that cannot even incarnate into a body because they already have been exiled up out of this realm. So it's like the only way that these archonic forces can control and manipulate the way that they do is they have to use the technology, because that is their body. So that's why they want to create all this bullshit to make us to get into this transhumanism, you know what I'm saying, agenda. So now they can actually be what they would consider themselves to be equal or peers to us as true birth children of the planet and the universal prime creator, period. And they can't do that without the technology. So that's why they're doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
I did a whole show a couple of years ago on transhumanism, but at the end of the day, it's not happening, because remember, everything is going through a transformation. Everything, including the species, including the planets, including the beings on the planet, are going through a transformation. So the DNA is reactivating. So as they try to manipulate and use their machinery to do this and do that, the DNA say, okay, we got that, we're gonna knock that out. It's sort of like even with the food, right? They're giving you all this fake food and the body's rejecting it. Body's saying, you don't belong here. And and your eyes and your subconscious mind is making you even recognize it. I walk in Walmart, I say, look at that whole fake garden right there. Nothing but fake tomatoes, fake greens, fake banana.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it like, y'all didn't understand how powerful the human body is and the DNA is. You didn't understand how, you know what, the DNA is going through a reactivation phase where it's reactivating. And as you continue to try to feed us and give us these things that are fake, the body's going to reject.
Yeah. And I noticed too, a couple of years back, I remember growing up. Remember growing up when you would eat an apple, if you bit it and you set it down for a couple of minutes, the apple would turn brown.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
apples don't even turn brown, and if they do, it may take 3 or 4 hours to turn brown.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I knew a couple of people that would go. They didn't have a lot of money, so they would go to the food banks, and they would they would get these. They would get the fruits, the apples, and stuff like this. And I knew somebody that had bananas, and they was trying to give them to me. And I went over there one month. I was like, "No, I don't want them." I went over there one month, and I came back the next month. I was like, "Are those still the same bananas?" And they were still green. They wasn't even ripe.
See what I'm saying? See what
So
I'm saying? They're playing around. They're
Yeah,
playing around. But see but see again, they can't control the very thing. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
is natural to nature.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny you say that because y'all know my mind be all over the place. But every time I'm talking to or interviewing anybody, like my mind be having all these different downloads and messages, but internal conversations. And as you were saying that, this is how I see it. We baby's kids, bitch. We don't die, we multiply. And there's nothing y'all can do to stop it. And I'm serious
Exactly.
though, but when I say baby, I'm talking about baby, but let's just transform that to what it really is. We Yeye's children, we Yeye's kids. Like Yeye, the mother universe, Yeye, the mother planet, Yeye, the mother earth. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do anything to dispose what the mother or what the creator created for it to be. So if they try to do that, to me, it's like football. Peyton Manning come to the line of scrimmage. He see the defense in a defensive set that's 3-4, that's for the run. He gonna audible and call a pump fake, you know what I'm saying, or a play action, and he gonna throw a bomb and hit you for a touchdown. To me, that's the mother. Like you can't stop what she is. That like that's the creator. You can't stop or
Yeah.
detract what the creator created to be, what it was meant and created to be. And that's what they keep trying to do with us, but they can't do it. Like they've been trying for how long now to eliminate us, and it ain't happened yet.
It ain't happening, it ain't gonna happen, and it ain't meant to happen.
That part.
They better sit down somewhere because at the end of the day, it's like, you can't destroy the very thing that you're a part of. You didn't create us. You didn't create a damn thing, right? It's like I told him, you think you could destroy this earth? You didn't create this earth. You think any being that they created is gonna let you destroy this earth? They're not, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What they fail to realize, melanin is chaos, and that's why no matter what they do, we thrive under pressure. We thrive under different circumstances. Anytime they
Yeah,
try to poison us or do something like that, put crack in the neighborhood, the melanin adjusts to it.
yeah,
So we adjust to it.
yeah,
So it's like they gotta always think of something else. Just like when you were talking about the different frequencies and the different things with the phone and all of this, the programming. That's why they try so much, to hit us with everything.
mm-hmm.
But it's
Yeah.
just not. It's not going to happen because it's encoded in our DNA to adjust to it.
Facts. Yeah. It's real time. It's real time. Improvising, like improvising. Like I said, ad libbing, or just like I use sports because a lot of people who watch sports they can relate to what audible is. It's calling the audible on the play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what nature does. Like, and we've been doing that for all of our existence, which they don't know because they only been around for a couple thousand years. So, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, or even if you talk about the so-called archonic forces that they tapped into, okay, but y'all don't have the ability to really connect to the planet or the elements of the planet the way we do, because we are the children of the universal prime creator of all that is, was, and always will be. And y'all motherfuckers can't do anything to stop it. My apologies for the potty mouth, but I got riled up earlier. It's still in me. But yeah. So okay. So when it comes to what we have going on tomorrow, we're doing. Let me pull it back up real quick. We're doing the feeding of the earth, and y'all broke it down a little bit earlier when we first started. So we're gonna give food, water, herbs, prayer, drums, rattles. Everything that pretty much is gonna kind of coincide, or I guess collaborate with Mother Earth. So when we're doing this, I know earlier, matter of fact, when we spoke earlier this week about doing the show, you said that you would share with us some prayers or some incantations or things that we can use while we're doing this. But before we get into that, Do you mind sharing for the tribe who want to be a part of this? Because this is collective, family. I know we got, shout out to the brother from South Africa. We got people from all over the planet, that tune in. So I give gratitude and thanks for everybody from every city, every state, every borough, every country. Here you go, right here. Shout out to brother Super Floorbird 2913 from Johannesburg. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, we want everybody to participate all over the globe, no matter where you're at. You know what I mean? We need your Ase. We need your energy. We need your power to be a part of this. So, Wunam, can you kind of break down like step 1 through step 2, in order for everybody who might be brand new, who want to be a part and who want to contribute, and then, how and what they should give for the offering, like the fruits or, whatever, however, for somebody who's brand new, like how would they do this?
First of all, you want to bring a, what do you call it? What's that little thing there? You know that little thing there?
Shaker?
No,
A shaker?
To dig in the earth, like a small shovel.
Like a small shovel.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna go grab one. I'm gonna go grab one. I got one. I'll go grab one real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if it's called.
I was just right there. It's right there in bags. That's a little shovel. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do is you want to get a shovel first of all, because you're gonna need something to dig with. Okay. So when you get the shovel, when you get there, you're gonna take off your shoes. Number 1, because as you're digging, you want to ground yourself to the earth as well. Okay. So you want to make sure you get grounded, and you want to make sure that you take off your shoes. Don't come there with no shoes on, and don't get dressed real fancy because you might be sitting on the ground. All right. We thought about wearing white, but it doesn't matter. Wear whatever you got. The most important thing is coming there to dig the earth. Never mind wearing white. It don't even matter. Yes, that's.
What's the bag?
You put it. You have the both bags right there.
I guess the technical term they call it a transplanter, but it's really like a little mini shovel. You know what I mean? To me, right?
That's the same one I think I picked up today too.
Wow! Yeah. Look at the alignment.
Right, that's the same one we picked up. So you want something like that to dig the earth, okay? Yeah, I think he got the same one. I think so. Let me see.
Or a real shovel will work too. That's what I did. When you first taught me this offering, I used a real shovel. Yeah.
Same one. You want something just like that. Okay.
Yep. Transplant. You get them from Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart should have them.
I got this from Dollar General.
Oh wow! So there you go, family. Dollar General. So that means Dollar Tree might have them.
I got this from Dollar General. So anyway, you want one of those. You want to bring a bowl out there with you too. Okay. Let me get the bowl.
And in Georgia, they the dirt is real hard. So when you try to dig with that shovel, it might not work. So I just use a hammer. I use the back end of the hammer and dig with it, because I had a shovel when I first moved here, and I was trying to dig in the dirt with the shovel, and I'm putting all my weight on it. It's not even budging,
Look, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You can say all that if you want to. You're a child of Ogun, so you just want to get that hammer to let that Ogun out.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got it with the hammer though. Yeah, I got it with the hammer.
So
that's that Ogun I say.
Yeah, he just want to use the hammer. I ain't using on him, yeah. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna.
It only take like 3 minutes to knock it out with the hammer.
Stop. The thing about it is that, y'all, you ain't really spending time with the earth. You want to do it nice and slow. You don't do it in 3 minutes because you want to be digging and you want to talk to the earth god, the spirit of the earth. You want to talk to it as you're digging, right? Because you're asking the spirit of earth to protect us from war, protect this land. So I ain't trying to dig that quick, y'all. I'm sorry. But anyway, so get one of these, right? You're going to get, and everybody can't get a calabash, but I got a calabash. You're going to put some water or palm oil in your calabash. You can use water or palm oil, okay? So you're going to get your calabash, and you could do water or palm oil. If you don't have palm oil, use water. It doesn't matter. Because you're going to use that to call on the ancestors, okay? Mm-hmm. So pretty much you want to step out there with your feet on the ground. Do not put no shoes on. The problem with Americans right now, we wear too much goddamn Michael Jordan sneakers. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. That same one we got palm oil.
Yeah.
Take off your shoes Ground yourself with the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to walk out there barefooted. I want y'all to put in your mind, y'all remember the video Michael Jackson did, the earth video? Where they got down and they was all snatching the earth up? I want you to have that type of energy,
Yeah.
okay? Because we are really connecting with the earth gods and the ancestors to protect this land,
Yeah.
okay? And a lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people are scared. So we have to do this. So you're going to take off your shoes. You're going to start digging the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to dig down to maybe about 12 inches. What is that, a foot? Maybe
Yeah,
about a
foot.
foot. About a
Mhm.
foot, okay? Because you want to be able to put your foot down in there nice and you know,
And cover it up.
cover it up. Now, you can use any type of fruit, but I'm going to say the easiest thing is bananas, apples, you know, stuff that you could just put in there. I'm sorry, apples and oranges, okay?
Yeah.
Put some apples and oranges that you can get anytime, but I like to do apples and oranges. Once you dig your hole and you put your food in there, you're going to call on the earth god.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all write this down. Those who want to do it, you don't have to be indigenous to do it, but we're mainly calling on the indigenous ones that spend a lot of time with nature because they have the energy to uplift these ancestors and these spirits very strongly, okay?
Mm.
And that's because we do it all the time, okay? So
Is that the right
Zapata,
spelling? Is that the right
right?
spelling, Wunam?
Yes, that's the right spelling, Zapata, okay? And you're gonna call on the voices of the ancestors, and we say Yeliga, and it's Yeliga, Yeliga. And that literally means the voices of the ancestors. Okay? Those are the two names that you want to call. Now, we do have many earth gods and we have many ancestors, but to avoid calling on every ancestor by name, you just say, Yeliga, I'm calling on the voices of all the ancestors
Mm-hmm.
to come down, okay? If y'all want to write this chant down, you can write it down. The first thing is you're gonna do before you even start digging, you want to call on the ancestors, and you're gonna call on the earth god before you start digging. Yeliga A, and then you're gonna say speak through the water. Now we're doing it by water, so we're including the water. If you're by water like springs, because we're gonna be by some springs, so we're including the water. If you're not, don't worry about it. Just say speak through the earth, okay? So you're going to say, Yeliga A, speak to the earth, speak to the water. Then you're going to say, ancestors rise, walk with us now. Yeliga, walk with us now. Then you're going to say, Zapata A, hold this ground. Zapata A, hold this ground. Then you're going to say, earth below, make us strong. And that's why you have to take off your shoes and be on the earth barefooted. So you're going to say, after you say Zapata A, hold the ground, you're going to say earth below, make us strong. Then you're going to say, protect this land from war and harm. Protect this land from war and harm. Then you're going to say, guard our blood. Keep us from storm. Guard our blood. keep us from storms. Then you're going to say, no evil walks where we now stand. No harm shall rise upon this land. Yeliga, lift us up. Zakpakta, root us. We call, we feed,
We awaken
we awaken by blood, by earth, we are
We're
protected. And then you say, Ashe, 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 Toimu. Once you do that, you begin to sit down on the earth and you start digging and you bury your fruit.
Well, no, I don't mean to cut your wisdom. Can you share, like, let's say maybe one or two more times the rest after guard our blood, so that way I could type it into the chat and then share it on the screen too, please?
Okay, guard our blood, keep us from storm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
got it all.
Keep us from storm. Yep.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
No evil walks where we now stand.
Ashe.
No harm shall rise upon this land.
Ashe.
And then Yeliga, lift us.
It's Yeliga, right?
Yeliga, lift us.
Ashe. Appreciate you.
And then Zakpakta, root us. Okay, and then we call, we feed, we awaken. We call, we feed, we awaken.
Sure.
By blood, by earth, we are protected.
Ashe.
Okay.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Then you dig, you bury your fruit, you pour out some water or palm oil for the ancestors, and then you're going to close after you do that, and you're going to say this land is covered after you bury your fruit.
You're going to say this land is covered, this land is guarded.
And this land remembers us.
What the hell? How did that happen?
It changed. You know that AI.
Yeah.
Spell correct.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened, man. I'm sitting there typing the doggone messages in, and it just did some crazy stuff. But look, we dealt with that trying to get on, so whatever. My bad. Can you go back to where y'all was at, because I got thrown off when I don't know what happened with the screen. I was just trying to type in the messages.
What part?
After we dig, dig, pour out the fruit to the earth and the ancestors. I think it was like another maybe verse or two.
Right. Once you're done, you're going to stand up. You're going to say this land is covered.
This land is guarded.
This land remembers us.
Okay, that's it right there. So this land is
covered.
Mm-hmm.
This land is guarded.
Mm-hmm.
And this land remembers us.
Y'all share some grace with me, family. Typing has never been my MO. But doing the best I can, buddy, because I ain't never been a computer guy. I just learned to use it.
Well, I'm gonna send you a screenshot of it if you want to send it to your people when you're done. When we're done,
I will. I most certainly will. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I want everybody to know. I want y'all to when y'all are out there barefooted. I want y'all to don't be like illegal. I want y'all to shout. I want y'all to shout so loud that the vibration from your body is felt through that ground.
Mm.
That the vibration from your body is making that trees move. Because I'm not the only one who could do it. Y'all can do it too. We
Mm.
just got to spend more time with nature. But y'all will see. And I want y'all to
Mm.
let us know. And I want everybody to record it. Because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do a compilation video showing where everybody did. I got all my students recording it where they're at. So we can put it together and just show how. And most of my students are in other states.
Mm-hmm.
We got Wisconsin, Arkansas, South Carolina, North Carolina. We got Pennsylvania. So most of our students are Texas, right, everywhere. So we're having our students do it everywhere. So we're having everybody record it so we can do a compilation video showing how everybody did it. Because it's very important that, yeah, you can send it to them. It's very important that we do this to protect this land. And not only that, for humanity, period, for y'all, period. Y'all got to get a connection back with nature. Y'all got to get a connection back with nature. You got to get serious about grounding your body and connecting back with nature. We are so disconnected. Even with this sickness, a lot of people are having health problems. You wonder why you got anxiety. You wonder why you got this going on. Take your shoes off. Go walk on that dirt barefooted. Go hug a tree. Hug the tree for an hour if you have to. And watch how that tree just resonates and sends energy to your body. Y'all have to get grounded again because it's needed for our bodies too. So this is not only helping us protect the land and protect us from war, but also for us. That's why you must take off your shoes and walk out there barefooted. Don't be scared. Okay? Walk out there barefooted. The music part now. I do have a drummer that's coming out. We want to use the music and the tools, the bells, or the shakers, and the drums to call and get the energy of the ancestors, but also to give music to our earth god, to give music to the trees that you're going to be surrounded by if you have some around you. So all of this is to rise up the energy to bring peace back. Well, we're doing more of safety, okay, to America, so we're not having to deal with no chaos and no war or no craziness going on this land, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the music, bring your drums. If you don't have any of those instruments, bring a little music thing. Like I'm gonna bring my speaker out there.
Yeah, you can put.
Right? We're gonna have that too. I do have a drummer coming as well, but I'm bringing my speaker too. So you want to play some music for nature. Play some music for the ancestors. Play some music for the earth gods. Okay? So you're gonna bring a shovel. You're gonna bring your bowl to pour your palm oil or water. Right? Now I'm bringing a pail out there for the simple fact that I'm going to get some of that red dirt. I need the red dirt because I bury certain things inside the red dirt, so I'm bringing some of it home. If you want to bring some home, another thing you can do with the dirt, if you get a pail, bring it with you. You can bring it home. You can get a bucket, one of them foot things. And if you ever want to put your feet, if you don't feel good, put your feet in the dirt. You'll have your dirt at home. So you might want to bring a bucket to collect some of that dirt to bring home. Okay? You also can use that dirt to do rituals on it at home too.
Yeah.
So you could bring some of the dirt home, pray over it. Let this dirt heal the land. There's so much you could do with the dirt. So if you want to get funky with it, bring a pail, because I got a pail, and I'm going to bring some dirt home so I can continue using the dirt to protect the land. It's sort of like, sometimes we'll do rituals and just say, like one time I wanted a house, right? I want to get this house. So I went and got some dirt from the front house, and I prayed over it. I did rituals over it. They called me the next day. Sort of like that. So you can use the same dirt. And if you want to get funky, take after you bury your fruit, take a little bit of the dirt, take it home, keep it in your house. If things get crazy on the land, get that dirt, pray over it. Remember, This is the dirt that we use to bury the fruit and call the earth gods, and this is part of the earth. So use that dirt to pray over too. You can bring some home, okay?
You can use that in a lot of protection rituals as well.
Right.
The dirt, very powerful.
Right.
Especially red dirt.
Yeah, red dirt is one of the most powerful dirts to use in rituals.
Clay dirt. That's they call it the clay dirt, right? The red clay
Right.
dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all
Yeah.
take, as a matter of fact, I'm going to recommend that y'all take some of the dirt home so you can have it, because it'll be from the spot you buried it to protect the land. So take some of the dirt home with you. If you don't bring a whole pail like me, just take some in a bag. Okay? Take it home and keep it in your house, because you also can use that dirt to protect your home too. Okay?
Yeah.
You done prayed about, you had several people there with you. And let me tell y'all something, bring as many people as y'all can.
Mm-hmm.
The more people, the more power, the more energy, the more vibrational energy that'll be sent out to the earth. So bring as many people as you can. If it's a nice day, make it a day. Let's go out here and feed the earth. Let's call on the earth gods. Make it a day. And if you want to get funky after that, barbecue something and go have a picnic. Okay? And it's supposed to, I don't know where everybody's at, but I know here in Georgia it's supposed to be kind of cool, so it'll be nice, 66 degrees or 68 degrees. So it'll be kind of nice out. It'll be perfect weather. It ain't too hot, ain't too cold. Okay? So make sure, that y'all try to get as many people to go as you can. And let me tell you something. When y'all calling, y'all call together.
My bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can.
hey,
Yeah, I heard every.
Questions?
Yeah, well, I heard everything y'all said. I was trying to, as you were speaking, I was trying to, I went over and got some of my little items that you were speaking on, because it's a very powerful, it's very, very powerful, the significance of the dirt, water, like whatever. So, for example, every time I go to the beach, and I guess it's just a child in me, I collect shells, like every single time. Like these are, I don't know how long, I don't know what beaches, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just something about, like you were saying, connecting with nature. So, like, if I go to the Carolinas, my ancestors and my elders are from the Carolinas. We Gullah Geechee people. You know what I'm saying? I collect dirt. Like, I'm gonna bring some dirt home with me. It's just everything you were saying. I was just gathering my little items while you was talking about it, and then I got all my devices. So the mouse went to one screen. I couldn't get it back to this screen. I was trying to get back on there, but that's a real thing. But to me, one of the most powerful dirts that I've ever touched or even been in the atmosphere, and man, I'm gonna have to send you some of this one. You might have some, but if you don't, I'm gonna send you some. Is the sand from the Oshun Grove, like from Oshun, from Oshogbo.
Okay.
When I tell you, this sand smells like perfume. Like, it blew my mind when I was over there. I'm running low. I had like bags. I brought a bunch of this sand back. But when I tell you, when I was collecting it and putting it in the bag, I smelt this beautiful aroma. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, yo, what? I'm by myself. Like, there's nobody within 3 to 5, 6, 7 feet away, away from me from all angles. And the brother who was with me, shout out to Adeyinka, he went into E5 the same time I did on this trip, but he was maybe 10, 12, 15 feet away from me. And he was like, yo, he's like, yo, is that the sand? I'm like, bruh, that's the sand. He like, what? We both sitting like, yo, when you talk about the power of God, let's just talk about God, the creator, the divine feminine. I witnessed the power of God. I'm picking up sand at the Oshun Grove. And there is sand, just like a beach, any beach you ever been to. You can't even account for how much is there. The sand smelled like perfume. It smells like perfume, the fragrance of Oshun. So you want to talk about magic and magical, like that's, you can't discredit the power of like what the creator really is. Like, everybody who knows anything about Oshun knows she's about beauty, about grace, about wealth, about abundance, about prosperity, honey, all that. Her sand in the Oshun Grove smells like perfume, like Oshun.
that's her essence. Her
Right.
essence is there. Wow. That's crazy.
So everything y'all was saying, I'm in my bag, like, yo, I'm finna go get my little, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to share with the tribe, like, this is a real thing, man. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, this is real. Like, for real, for real.
Yeah. My brother's son go Wale. We brought him over here back in 2000 and I'm gonna say 12. We bought him from he's from Osun State.
Hmm.
And they've been trying to get us to come over there for a while. I guess we got to make a trip over there. Yeah, he's from Osun State. Yeah.
Man, with you being the mother, like a daughter of the mothers, when I can't even imagine how powerful that's going to be. Like, seriously, because I got a lot of footage. I got to share with y'all, tribe. I've been holding on to a lot, but the Oshun Grove is so profoundly powerful. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it a goal to get that done within the next week or so, because they got elements of what I can see as extraterrestrial beings. Like, I'm talking about, it is profoundly powerful because they have. The architecture is designed, I would say, to the equivalent of the levels of the pyramid builders, where you have statues, you have shrines, you have these beings or deities or entities, whatever you want to call it, that I've never seen on this planet before, that are engraved in her grove, just like the Cometians and the deities, Ma'at, Heru, Aset, Ptah, you know what I'm saying? Like how they're engraved in the walls of Kemet. There are deities that I've never
that was
heard
a
of.
white woman who built those, right?
Yes, her name was Susan. I've never heard of that lady before in my life. I learned her story. Oh, this is. I gotta holler at both of these elders tomorrow, because this is truly divine. I'm getting goosebumps right now. But when I was on the last show with Segment My Eye, we were talking about adapting to living in nature, like we were talking about. And I was telling her, when I went to Nigeria, like it was literally both poles of the polarity, because I was staying in a mansion. I'm talking about a gorgeous mansion with a general. Shout out to Baba Shitu. Amitolu Shitu. I can't get to his books now. I got like 4 of his books, and he was the general for all of Ile Ife, for the Oni of Ife. So on my first trip to Nigeria, I was blessed to meet the Oni, who there is nobody higher to the Oni when it comes to Ifa Isheshe. And so it was profound, because in the Oni's palace, this was coming to America. He's sitting on a real gold throne. I got to reshare some of this stuff. I shared some, but he's sitting on a real gold throne with real gold lion, like the shit we saw in Coming to America. The Oni is really living that in Ile Ife. So I saw this. They have the history of the deities and the gods and the Orishas from times immemorial, from when they came to the planet, and they got the artifacts and the visual and artistic, like historical attributes that we got all ours stolen from us. Those who are indigenous to this land and a lot of parts of Africa, they still have it all intact in Ile Ife, and the Oni has that. So from all of the deities who came from the Orumale, not gonna say the Orumale, but from the Orishas, to all of the first Onis to ever sit on the throne of Ile Ife, they have historical documents that ties to every single one of them, up into the current Oni who sits on the throne now. So to see all of this in real life, it just changed my whole entire vision of what life is about for us as melanated people, because I saw God literally in the throne of God in the form of a man. And I'm not going to call the Oni a God, but I'm going to say that I saw a real king sitting on a real throne with a real crown that came from the God, Oduduwa. You know what I'm saying? They got Ogun as like the 4th Oni to ever serve, who was an immortal. So the first 4 Onis of Ile Ife, it is documented that they were true, real immortals. And it hasn't been infiltrated by colonialization. The king is sitting on a gold throne. No matter where we come from on this planet, we all have the ability in the DNA of that king or queendom of sitting on the throne. I've seen it with my own eyes and my mind's eye too. So it's like spirit really spiriting right now, man. Because when you talk about connecting to the land, like when I had that experience over there, that was connecting to both sides, from the one I was born in and the one that most would say the world was born in, humanity was born in, which is the mother, you know what I'm saying, Mother Earth. I mean, Mother Africa. So yeah, this is powerful.
You know, it's crazy because this land that we're on right now, Georgia, fits like a puzzle into North Africa. So we are technically in Africa. When I first moved to Georgia, I used to say all the time, this land was connected to Africa. And I think I told the story before, but I knew because I was looking at the trees, certain trees, the red dirt, and I would say it every time I would walk around. I'd be like, this land was connected to Africa. And about maybe 10 years later, on PBS, they showed a video how Georgia was connected exactly like a puzzle into North Africa. So when I landed here, I already knew that this was connected to Africa. So we're walking literally on the land of Africa here in Georgia. And not only that, a lot of people don't know that a lot of the ancient spirits, the ones of us that have reincarnated as ancient ones, are right here in Georgia.
Yeah.
We had to come back to Georgia. They found a city like Cairo in Georgia. Right? So we got to know that we're going outside tomorrow. And not only that, they have rocks in the place that we're going that are made of granite, just like the pyramids.
And you know, it's funny she say that because when we was out there last year, I kept seeing visions of pyramids all over the land of Georgia. And they were showing me that's why we got so much granite all over Georgia, like all over Georgia, so much granite.
Right.
And a lot of this stuff was destroyed.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want us to know it was here.
So Georgia is very, very powerful and also a piece of Africa. So y'all have to come here and see this land. It's very powerful. As a matter of fact, they have a joke that say we live in the middle of a forest, and they ain't even lying. You can tell that at one time, this was like a rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
You can even look at the trees and see like it was like a rainforest. Very powerful.
And when you look at Atlanta or Georgia, like from the sky, it still looks like a forest. Even though we got streets and buildings, it still look like it's a city inside a forest.
A city inside a forest, yeah. So yeah, energy is very powerful here. And y'all know I already said that Atlantis was under the city of Georgia. Didn't something just come up like that soon?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been telling
Actually,
people that for years too.
I was watching a show and they was talking about they believe Atlantis was tied to Georgia, and not only that, the pyramids in Giza had some kind of connection, like underwater connection to Georgia as well.
Yeah. So yeah, people, y'all do your research, y'all see. And if you ain't been here in Atlanta, come walk on the sand in Atlanta. You're gonna feel like you're in Africa. People are paying attention, but it's very powerful.
Yeah, nah, this is a powerful energy exchange, like for real, because I'm trying to pull up. It's so crazy because we dealt with the foolishness that we had coming on, and then y'all got me like y'all got me geeked up with the energy because I'm pulling up like different types of videos and snippets and all that. So I had created and downloaded this video that was a short kind of like video that was created through Sora that looks like traveling through Atlantis. But to me, it looked like it was like spot on, like for real, it looked like it would be Atlantis for real. So I'm trying to play the video, and all of a sudden it's saying that the file is locked. I'm like, I done had this file for I don't know how long now, right? But now all of a sudden the file is locked. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share a picture, right? Like how the, you know what I mean? So that goes back to the censorship. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking for yourself, like freedom of speech, all that. Like they're really trying to like keep the messages from being shared and transmitted. So, but you ain't gonna stop the creator. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this at least a picture of it because I want to share the video because it falls in divine alignment. So it was dope because the way it looked, it was like you couldn't see a crab, but the visual was like a pilot like navigating through the waters of Atlantis, but it showed like a lot of different aspects, you know what I'm saying, and like architectural structures within Atlantis. But all of a sudden now the file is saying that it's locked. I can't open it up. So I had to at least share a screenshot because that's a real thing. And you've said that on the show many times about Atlanta being, above Atlantis, and that's real. And there's a lot of different, I don't say a lot, but there's several different books and like documentaries and stuff like that talk about it in regards to confirming everything that you said and that you've shared. So that's a real thing. It's funny that it's locked.
I'm talking about it in my new book. I'm getting ready to try to finish that up. The new book I got coming out, talking about the Mer women of Cape Verde and also the cities under the sea, because we have many. But I'll probably touch a little bit on Atlantis being under Atlanta.
I say that's what's up. That's gonna be dope. All right. Well, listen, I want to share some of the experience that I had earlier today. Because you know Zimmy. I think you know Zimmy, right?
No, which
Zimmy,
one is it?
Sabrina. I'm sorry, Sabrina.
Oh yeah, I
She's
heard.
a
Oh
client.
yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the clients that we work together with.
Okay, yes, I remember.
Yeah, I done sent you a lot. So, but I say all that to say she's a loctician, but she's a Reiki healer. Like she, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So she does healing and stuff too. So she got a sanctuary that she's got that it's like land, and she's setting it up for it to be a sanctuary for healers to heal or for healers to come to heal. So whether you're a healer and you do any type of spiritual work, whether you're a Reiki master, you're a master yogi, you know, a meditation, you know, guide or coach, whatever you want, a massage therapist, whatever, this sacred space is going to be for healers to come and give presentations or have group circles of healing doing whatever work they do, but also for us to come and get healed by each other, right? So her practice is dope because she's a loctician, but when she does your locks, she also plays the sound bowls. Like she literally, to me, it's almost like getting the Ibori, like getting an Ori cleansing, because she's going to play the sound bowls. She's going to give you a Reiki session. She's gonna play the chimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope. So she pray, you know, she does her spiritual work over your crown chakra and your ori, your pineal gland, etc., while she's doing your locks. But now she's got like a place in nature where she's doing it in nature. So when you come now, like when I was there today, I had my shoes and socks off, like you were saying, like we're grounding with the earth. It was dope because when I tell you nature was nature in Wunam, like this is something, you know, I don't want to go too far into the whole tribal, but there was so many different dynamics of nature. You know, like the last several shows we've had, I've been sharing my experiences, whether it was with the cats, the eagles, the hawks, the dolphins. You know what I'm saying? I even shared visions of the dolphin with me, you, and Baba Patah. So it's like nature been naturing. So when I was there at her spot today, it was so profound because the first thing, and I told her, like, yo, I got to holler at Wunam and see what she get out of this. The first thing I heard that stood out, I heard birds chirping, but when she got ready to get started, an owl, like, an owl. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. An owl's out in broad daylight. I'm talking about, I'm like, yo. So it was crazy because butterflies, owls, woodpeckers, hawks, mockingbirds, blue jays, a beautiful red cardinal, yellow butterflies. There was fucking plant flowers in the trees. I don't know what kind of trees they was that looked like Oshun, yellow flowers at the top of trees. And one of them fell down. It was amazing. So you talk about naturing. I was like, yo, I gotta let Wunam know about this and see what she get out of this because it was dope, man. It was dope. So just the owls alone.
They've been active lately because this morning, all you can hear the birds are chirping.
Yes.
You know the owl represents the AME.
I told her that.
Right?
I told her.
And I'm gonna tell you what's deep. We went today. His mom, she's in hospice. Right? See, now usually when they want their offerings, they'll let us know. Usually I look out the window and I'm not even exaggerating. Usually 100 black birds is out there on the trees.
No matter where we live.
No matter where we go.
No matter, we can move and it's still the same.
Still the same. So we get to the hospice, and I said, look, the mothers are here. Right? And it was sort of like they knew I was coming, but also his mother is the daughter of the Iami too. So they were there to comfort her. Right? Where's that noise? Oh. So they were there as well. So when you heard the owls, they must be trying to talk to you. You need to give them an offering. Go give the Iami an offering. Now, they do govern. The Iami govern just more than the owls. They govern the actual all the species, the birds,
the rats,
the squirrels. They govern all of that. The butterflies, they govern all of that.
Rodents.
A lot of people don't know. They don't just they govern other type of birds. Yeah. So with saying that, you probably need to give an offering, or they were greeting you. Give them an offering. But when I seen them today, I said, okay, we gotta take out the chicken, go give them their offering.
But also, all this week I've been seeing them. I've been seeing birds chirping.
Yeah.
Through the week, and the day before I went before I went to go visit her the other time, the first day I went to the hospice, the day before, I just seen a bunch of buzzards in the sky circling. But since I've been seeing them, Spirit kept telling me the ERME are watching. They're watching. So they just not watching us and protecting us, but they're watching everything that's going on.
Right. That's another thing.
And what I kept seeing is it's a lot of people we're about to see some justice because the ERME delivered justice.
Yeah.
So they will let me know we're about to get justice against our enemies and things that are coming or people are trying to put out. They're going to put a stop to it. Because remember, at one time, earlier last year, this government was at the war with the ERME because they were telling people to kill the owls. So
yeah, and the owls was attacking too.
So
a lot of people.
Listen,
it's a few people gonna be. It's some people that got some things coming to them.
some people that's not gonna be here with us too much longer.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I gotta say it because it is. But it's what it is. You gotta be careful who you fucking with. Me and Wunam was talking about this on the last show. And I was trying when I was screening, I was trying to pull up some pictures back when I was driving for trucks. Every day when I would take my lunch break, and I'm gonna send it to you when I'm gonna find it because I had to go through the years to find it. But every day when I would take my lunch break, I would always bring my lunch to work with me, and then I would park at this big parking lot by a gas station that had like a microwave and all that, so I could warm it up. And I promise you, I can't wait to send it to you because when I tell you I would have a field full of crows with me, a field full of crows or ravens, beautiful blackbird, they would come and sit on the rearview mirror and sit there and chop it up and just be looking. And of course, every time I finish eating, I'll feed them. You know what I'm saying? And so they knew when I would be there. I would take my lunch at different times depending on my run. So I would come at some days 12 o'clock, some days 2 o'clock, some days it might be 4 o'clock. But when I tell you when I get there, shoo, like I'm talking, I cannot wait to send you the pictures because this is so divine to me. And on the last show, we was talking about the divinity. I'm like, yo, the fact that how Spirit has led the way for me to learn who and what I'm connected to as far as the deities with Obatala and Shango and all that. I'm like, as a baby, my favorite baby picture I had red and white on. You know what I'm saying? And then now to see how the whole journey unfolds, now I know and realize that that's connected to Shango and Obatala. But then now also the mothers, if I'm not mistaken, the mothers' colors are red, white, and black too, right?
Yeah.
I'm a proud ass self-proclaimed mama's boy. If you look at the very first show of this podcast, it was on April 8th, 2024. The very first show was shout out to my Yeye Oshun Bumi, who's actually a woman king, the Oba of Oyotunji. It was with her. And I felt like because the ancestors led this, vision or mission within me. And I'm like, yo, for me, there was no way that I could have it right to start out right if it wasn't with starting with, of course, the divine feminine. And to me, the blessing of that was both my grandmothers are ancestors. Well, you know it because you've given me beautiful messages from them. But I'm blessed now to feel like I still could live my grandmother relationship vicariously through my yeye. So for me to start this show, there was no other way that I could start it than to start it with her, the person who blessed me with, my path when it comes to taking Spirit to the next level. So it's like the power and the synchronicity and the divinity and the divine alignment is unmatched, man. Like for real. And just like what's been shared on tonight's show within itself is special because every time you've been on the show, it's been special. But I feel like tonight is taking it a whole nother level because of how we're talking about what we're talking about, when we're talking about it, and why. And for those who are new to the channel, if you go back to the first time Wunam was on here, she was going in. And a lot of the things that she talked about then hadn't come to pass. But now a bunch of them have already come to pass in that little bit of time. I don't even know if we've known each other a year yet. But that's just how real this is. From the time the show was started, Ye went from being one of the most prolific teachers and, healers and spiritualists that I know of, but she's connected to where Africa met America when it comes to Orisha. I don't know of anybody that predates Oyotunji. She's the wife to the Oba of Oyotunji, the founder of Oyotunji. So it's like she knows this better than most people that I know of from the Americas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I had to start it with her because I'm blessed to be, connected to her the way I am. And then to have you and so many others, like how it's all unfolding, like this is dope. And you talk about the mothers, like, bro, like the whole divine alignment from the owl today and all the other, alignments with the birds and the nature and all that. It's powerful. And I can't wait to see how the rest of it's, going to unfold.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned the crows. That's my favorite bird. They always talk to me, even as a child, right? But the thing about crows are, if you be nice to one, they tell the other crows. If you feed one, they tell the other crows, and they tell the other crows to look out for you. So it didn't surprise me that when you pull up, they already knew who you were. Crows are very intelligent,
Very, yeah.
and
Right.
they one time, it's a short story. One time, me and my wife, she was going to get her eyebrows did, and I stayed in the car. And as we drove up to this what is it? The store where it was, the storefront. I stayed in the car and I was sitting, and I seen three crows that I always talk to, and then one flew by and they called me by my government name, and I was like, I think I'm going. And then I was just bugging it. I had to call back home to Africa, and they told me the meaning of it, but it just bugged me out because they called me by my name, my government name, and it just bugged me out. So, but crows are very intelligent.
In Africa, crows are sent out to give messages. And there's a certain chant and certain medicines that they give the crow to give you a message. So this is something that's very common in Africa. People don't know that's done. You can send messages to people through crows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're very, very smart. People do not respect the owls, do not respect the crow. Y'all need to respect them and understand their spiritual significance here on this planet. People don't understand, especially back home in Africa, we have a lot of, species that we respect, including the plants. Here in America, we actually, don't know. When you don't know, you can't get mad. But now that's why we're here to teach, because I'm sure half of you didn't know that crows are really messengers. I'm sure a lot of you didn't know that they're very, very intelligent. I'm sure you didn't know that the owls are representations of the Iami, and they are very powerful as well. So these birds are very, even the parrots, the African parrot is a representation of the Iami, right? So these birds are very intelligent, very spiritual, and used in many ways spiritually. So you all learned something new tonight, because sometimes we don't recognize that they're there for, you got the old myth stories. Oh, well, if you see a crow, somebody's going to die. That's not the case all the time.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not all the time. Or if you see, what do you call the other birds? The other black
Ravens.
Ravens, just death coming. Sometimes that's not the case.
But death could also be a rebirth or something,
Right.
With the
Right.
and with the new.
But with a lot of people have the old, the old stories where they would say, "Oh,
because it's fear based."
Well, if you see, crows in front of your house, that means death is coming. Sometimes it don't mean that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is like Black Cats, Friday the 13th, or the number 13. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that has significant power, especially when it comes to the divine feminine, they're always going to demonize and devilize it. Think about how the so-called Holy Trinity, they try to make it about being the male as the dominant, but that whole so-called Jesus, Joseph, Mary, whatever you want to call it, it came from Isis. No, actually, I should say Aset, Asar, and Heru, or Isis, Horus, and Osiris. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that all came from our traditions, all of it. But they demonize it, to us, or they weaponize the white Jesus to look like them. You know what I mean? Like it's all strategy, it's all war. And I feel like the Bible is like,
Correct. But like you said, their message, you see a black cat, that's a message from the ancestors, because the ancestors sent them. You see the crow, they can send you message. Not only that, the crow will give you a spiritual message. One time, I had did some return to sender work, and I was just wondering what was going on. And we go into the store. I had forgot about it. And the crow, I got out the car, and the crow looked at me and said, "Uh-oh." I was like, what was that about? But they always talk to you because crows are so funny, you know. And I don't know, I just love crows. But they all of these like I said, all these animals are messengers.
Mm.
All of them.
Black cats also represent the Iami.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my cats, Iami energy.
Mm.
One of them, his eyes look just like our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And he makes faces just like ours.
Mm.
And he tries to talk to you.
Right. And he tries to talk.
He loves snacks, so he'll try to manipulate you, like control you and make you go get the snacks for him. He does that. He does that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, you have the ancestors who also use black cats. So when you see the black cats around you, sometimes they use they use black cats to send the ancestors to you. So don't be afraid of them, because it could be ancestors coming to you.
Sending you a message or trying to communicate with you.
Right.
Yeah. That's facts. And you know what I love about this? It's so dope because I can't wait. I love like having receipts, because there be people that be out there talking reckless and talking crazy on the internet, like just be, you know, capping and be on some bullshit, but they don't have receipts. And so like for me, it's so funny because that's what I love about Ashe and like this whole journey. Like everything's been authentic from day one. We ain't never did anything, you know what I'm saying, for no likes, for no shares, for no follows, like none of that. I've never paid for a sponsorship. I never paid for any ads from YouTube. I never paid nobody on Fiverr, you know what I'm saying, to create no bullshit or put fake views. And I never did any of that, because this was all literally like, it was led by the ancestors. The ancestors gave me a download like, yo, you need to start this channel. And I'm like, yo, I wasn't ready. Like, you know, it was like 2 times where they said it. And on the 3rd time, like, yep, okay, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't nowhere near ready. I didn't know how I was going to go, none of that. But I wasn't finna play with not listening and being obedient. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that we almost 2 years old, going 2 years in, and we having this conversation tonight, and one of the most historical, if not the most historical moment and point in time of human history. We are on the verge of either elevating and transforming this whole entire experience to the 5th dimension of a life of harmony, of peace, of balance, of reciprocity, you know what I'm saying, of cohesion of all of the species that are inhabiting this planet, or on the other end of the polarity of catastrophic, literally this motherfucker is gone with, you know what I'm saying, the war of nuclear weapons. So it's only going to go one of 2 ways, and it's going to happen right here, right now, in the very near. It could happen in this minute. We don't know, or it could happen in this week, this day, this month. But damn it, we on the pinnacle of one or the other is going to happen. You can't not say or just speak it like this is what it is. So it's like when you get in the ring or you living in life and somebody come and punch you in your snot box, you got that moment right there, that time, in a split second, a millisecond, to either you're going to knock their block off or they're going to knock your block off. But either way it goes, this story is going to go to one extreme or the other. And like, that's where we're at as a planet right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for this conversation where we're at, with what we're doing or what we're about to do tomorrow or later on today with the Feeding the Earth and the praying to the guys, like, and then for the divine alignment, that none of us, as much as we talk, we never spoke about any of this stuff, you know, together. And it's like, to see like how it all aligned, it's crazy. It's amazing, because the last show was like the same thing, man. So this is dope. This is dope.
Yeah.
I want to share these pictures too. My bad. Go ahead, Wunam.
No, I was like, yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's a beautiful thing because we're all coming together.
Shit.
It's a different time. Back 10, 15 years ago, what I was doing is everybody was debating.
Yeah.
They wasn't thinking about hugging a tree.
They was making fun of us.
When I told them, let's hug a tree. And I used to do radio shows about the ancestors.
Yeah.
We used to be doing readings on there.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking drop in the so-called conscious community.
They call it spookism.
Ain't nobody, they call it spookism. Talk about trees. They don't go hug a tree.
Now all of the same people.
All the same people hug
into
trees.
Spirituality.
All into spirituality.
Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly.
Because spirituality is not a fad, it's not a trend, it's not something that you just pick up like a pair of J's or, you know what I'm saying, the fresh, you know, whatever style is out at the time. It's something you live it. You live it, you eat it, you breathe it, you sleep it, you poop it, you pee it. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't turn it on and off. You either is or you ain't, period. And so, and it's a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. And them the same ones that be on the reckless shit. And it's like, but you don't know like who and what. Like, if you really tapped in, you have no idea of the power that really that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't play with that. And that's why I get gratitude, like, to the alignment. Like I said the same thing to my aunt on the last show, the alignment with her, because from day one, it's been what it's been. And it still is that. Same thing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? From day one, it's been what it's been, which has been love, building, and getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And doing it both ways. Me sending people your way, you sending people or opportunities my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it should be. That, like, at least with me, like, I'm all for building and winning, like, period. And I don't got time for no other bullshit. But the people that I know that's really about that life for real, we've been A1 from day one, and we still and always will be, because y'all on the same thing I'm on. I'm on the same thing y'all on, and it's real. It ain't no fluff, no none of that.
Let me just say this. I don't know, Spirit just telling me just to say this because some people are more and more every day. More people are coming into spirituality, especially African spirituality. So I don't know. Spirit is just telling me to say this. African spirituality is about the culture. It's about spirituality in general. Is about protection, protecting your family, protecting your loved one. It's not about spiritually fighting with anybody. And it's not about manipulating people to get inside their underwear to sleep with them. A lot of this stuff is going on in the spiritual community of people that are looked upon as people of leaders,
Status,
elders. They
yeah,
can't be trying to
title,
sleep with you and all of that. That's not spirituality. That's something
facts.
else. So if people are trying to sleep with you and you got respect for them, or they trying to initiate you and get you naked, that's not spirituality. So this stuff it got to stop.
There has to be boundaries in place. There has to be
Yeah, people
gatekeepers.
still doing stuff like that. People that
Yeah,
are
well,
coming in and they're new to that, they don't know. People
not
are
even
still
people
doing
new,
stuff
people
like
who've
that.
been in it. Because what
No,
you
I'm
just
saying
mentioned,
like the people that been in it, but the people that are new coming in, they thinking, oh, it's normal
it's
to
not
get
supposed to
naked.
be. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's not normal.
That's like pedophilia. Like that's the whole, this is what all this is about. When we talk about a spiritual war, that's the spiritual war of discerning what is the reality of a God child, or somebody who is for the forces of the elements of the creator, and somebody who's for or with the, or who's allowing and participating in the forces of darkness, the fuck shit, the pedophilia, the taking advantage of people, whether it's through pedophile or raping or whatever, or it's with discrimination through your job, your workplace, relationship status, family status, community status, whatever. If you're using any tool of authority or so-called power or position of that, and you're using it to manipulate, to take advantage of and manipulate and influence others for the detriment of them, but for your selfish bullshit goods, you would the other side. They're not like us. Period.
They better be careful because they're having problems. See, what they don't know is that when they do that, ancestors and the spirits are watching everything. And what's happening is, as soon as they do it, as quick as it's coming back to them when they're getting exposed. So you got to be careful. The energy is too powerful right now. And it's powerful because it's important for the spiritual ones to be righteous.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not, and they're doing stuff like that, they got to be careful. Ancestors is giving them ass whoopings. And I'm telling y'all what I see. You got some of them dying. Some of them having accidents.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them getting sick. Because for many years, they were doing evil stuff. Unrighteous stuff. Using spirituality. And this goes for everyone that's spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Even Christians. Christians. If you Ifa and you ain't doing right in Ifa, Ifa's coming after you. If you Christian and you ain't doing right, your God is coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Khan and you ain't doing right, then God is coming after you. It's very important that we do what's righteous with our gifts.
That's right.
No matter what tradition you deal with. My tradition, mostly water, It's called Frutista. And we deal with a lot of water gods. In our tradition, if you don't do what's right, the water gods coming after you. Okay? Gotta be careful. So if you got a gift and you're using it, do what's righteous. Don't do unrighteous things. Because trust me, you're getting punished for it. So, we got any questions before we go, y'all? You ain't got any questions in there?
Got to be more careful. I think I do see one. Let me see. And then I'm gonna give a shout out to Zimmy and her event and the Sacred Healer Sanctuary before we roll up out of here. Because I was supposed to do it on the last one. But yeah, my boy Roderick, shout out to brother Roderick Williams, 6878. Appreciate your love and support, family, and your contributions to the tribe. Brother Roger says, I'm in Tallahassee and have experienced a meeting with an unusually oversized light gray owl that alerted me by looking back and forth at this large oak tree that fell in the street. I wanted to know and ask why. What you get out of that? No.
It sounds like that was that tree. That was his tree. So you need to help him find a new home. It sounds like that was that owl's tree, so they need help. So the tree fell. So it probably was his own personal tree. So you need to help him find a new home. And they need to get that tree out of the street. Oak trees are very powerful too. Yes, very powerful. So that owl may need your help. Help him out. Okay?
I share. Yeah, nah, that's what's up. I think that might be all the questions as far as I can see. But yeah, did you want to lead the tribe with anything else before we get out of here, Wunam? Or Baba Dinkra, if you got anything, like, because this was powerful. I didn't even expect us to go this long, and I sure as hell didn't expect it to be this powerful. But boy, when you talk about spirit started spiriting, that's crazy. That's amazing.
Well, I mean, most important, I want y'all to know, take this event seriously because of the things that we talked about. You've had a couple of people on your show. Y'all talked about it. We got to take it serious because we don't know. We can wake up next week and they can say they sent the bomb to California. Right? Now, we don't see, I never profess to be 150% right. But I do know I have been able to predict many things, okay? One of the things was Haiti, when they had the earthquake in Haiti. I was one of the ones to predict that. So again, I'm not saying I'm 150%, but I do see some of the stuff is fake, but some of it is real. So my suggestion is that we still prepare, okay?
Yeah.
The energy showed more than any type of war or any missiles, anything being sent to this land is mostly infrastructure shut down, okay? Now, I'm not going to say I'm 100% right, but I'm going to say that's the worst that I do see for this land. But Spirit says we need to still prepare, and we need to ask for protection for this land, okay? To keep any harm from coming forth. Because remember, even if they shut down the infrastructure, you're going to have our people on this land in America going crazy. They may try to cause damage to the land. You understand? They're going to be out there going crazy, not knowing what to do if the lights go out. We're going to have some stuff going on in the land. The land still needs to be protected, okay? So bring your family, bring your friend. Don't have to be indigenous, but it's highly suggested people that are indigenous, that are connected very strongly with the ancestors and the different gods, participate and just follow their lead, okay? Follow their lead. Dig, use some apples, oranges, bury them, offer them to the earth gods, offer some water to the ancestors, and just ask them to protect this land, okay? So everybody, and if you can, go out and when you're doing it, videotape it and send us to Risa Bemi you can send the video to him, because what we're going to do is we're going to put the videos together just to see how many people did it, so we can, you know, continue that energy going while this war stuff is going on.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave you with that. I'm going to ask that you all keep a close connection with your ancestors. Ask for protection. Get up in the morning every day. Pray, good morning, ancestors. I call on my ancestors through my mother. And I ask that you protect my family, protect them from harm, danger. You also want to ask if you got kids in school, you want to ask them, protect the schools, protect their school buses.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything goes down on this land, you want just to be a day that everybody stay home. Okay?
Oh, sir.
So the best thing I can give y'all is stay close with the land, with the trees, with nature, and your ancestors. And trust me when I tell you, you're gonna be surprised how strong and how much they will protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
I say. Yeah, no, that was powerful, man. Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, that was powerful. Like I said, I didn't expect us to go this long, but that was dope. I can't wait to watch it myself. But yeah, so I look forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely do mine. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it solo or if I'm gonna try to get a little small get together to do it. But either way, I'm gonna make sure that I do it. But yeah, this has been powerful. Like, it's been a powerful show. I didn't even get to share the crows. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can pull one up because I had found like 3 or 4. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna share a couple real quick, just because, like I said, this is a real thing. So this one's from August 16th of, I think, 2015, where that one was just chilling on the rearview mirror. There was several more of them. So it's like they was doing it. I couldn't find the group picture, but I did find a few of the different ones with them just showing up, chilling. But it was dope though. But no, I definitely appreciate it. I give gratitude and thanks. Tribe, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for the love and support.
There's a question real quick. D says,
oh, my bad.
Help foster a relationship with bees and wasps. My son took down a nest in the window, taking a life of a wasp. They seem angry with him. Yeah, they're going to get angry.
Oh, boy.
Do not mess with the wasp. Do not mess with the wasp.
It was funny because one tried to sting me today, and I was slapping.
He was slapping. I said, let it sting you.
I ain't let it. When I was little, I used to get stung all the time by wasps. I got stung in the eyes like 3 times by the wasp.
Right.
Now let me tell you about. Let me tell you the spiritual.
I done got hit by them before. I don't want nothing to do with them. I wasn't even messing with them. They just hit me. What? And even if you kill them, they could leave a stinger in you, and they still will bust you up unless you can get it up out of you. For real.
The thing about wasp though,
tobacco,
is that they can heal your body. Now, I had a wasp sting me in the stomach, and I remember years ago, they tried to say that I had multiple sclerosis. Right? And one of my elders sent the wasp to sting me in the stomach. True story. And it stung me in the stomach. And it was crazy because I didn't realize it till she told me after. I was trying to get it out the window. That wasp fought me to get in there to sting me in my stomach. It stung me in my stomach. Now, bees and wasps can heal people that have stuff going on like autoimmune diseases. People don't know that. So as well as be scared of them, they have some type of
healing property,
right, to heal your body. Very powerful.
Yeah.
They use bee therapy to do that. So the wasp stung me in my stomach. I didn't have problems with my legs anymore.
Wow.
Really? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Very powerful. See how I was saying earlier, nature, these animals we think they just exist or we're scared of are here for us too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I'm not saying just sit there and let a wasp sting you.
Yeah. But it's like
I've been stuck a bunch of times.
Yeah, me too, bro. Like, I don't even want to talk about, like, they're deadly to me. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what that means. So it's like, but I've been blessed to survive one, you know, a few of their attacks. But yeah, they different. You know,
And then you're allergic to stay be okay.
One
That's
time,
allegedly,
different.
allegedly. Because there
one
was
time
things I used to be
I was
allergic
working.
to in the past, but I'm not now. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, you know.
How
But there
your
was a
body
time where,
feels.
there was a time, yeah.
One time I was working and I stuck my hand in the wasp nest and I didn't even know it. It was on the other side of an AC unit. I stuck and it stung me. And I was so mad. I knocked the nest down and I jumped on top of it. I killed all the wasps. I was stomping them. I was mad.
Bruh,
Stuck
man,
my hand
listen,
right in there. They told me
they
my
should
hand was
something else. It's funny because what you saying that it reminds me of a time I remember at my old house there was a spider that was it came in the I think the dining room area, and down here, you know, we got several different species that are deadly. We got the brown recluse, we have the black widows are here. There's several different spiders, snakes, a lot of different venomous animals or you know insects or whatever here in Florida. So it's like you gotta be careful with a lot of them because you know they can kill you. So this one particular, like a brown recluse, it was big, and it was. I thought it could have been a damn tarantula or black. I don't know, but I ended up killing it. And man, when I tell you, it was pregnant, and it was I'm talking about a whole fleet that just deployed like Charlotte. Oh shit, it was crazy, man. So I had to fight
I
with
got
them with
bit by a brown
spray.
recluse before. I got bit on the back by a brown recluse.
They look scary. Just looking at them, they look like they, you know what I'm saying? They'll knock some shit, like fuck some
yeah.
shit up, like for
Well,
real.
I'm Spider Woman now. I'm just kidding though. I got
You
bit
might
by
be for real. That's how
look.
Superman became
Hey,
Superman. That
I
kryptonite.
was
You sent me that video yesterday. Thinking, I watched it today. What you call it? I was like, yo, that shit crazy.
Where he beat up Superman.
yeah,
The
yeah.
video you sent me, I just caught up to it today. But I think I had hollered or responded to you. I was like, yo, it was crazy. I just watched it today. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
shoot. I don't
crazy.
know what kind of poison, but I know it put a hole in my back. And I had to go to the hospital. But when I was in the military, a lot of soldiers used to get bit by brown recruiters.
And you know,
So their chemicals eat away your skin.
Yeah,
yeah.
they can be
That's what
deadly.
happens. So yeah, they're very dangerous.
Venomous, yeah.
When I worked in the
Yeah.
oil field, I knew a guy. His name was Rodney. He was from the military, and he was telling us a story in the oil field where he got bit in the nuts by a brown recluse, and they and they had to. He said when he went to the hospital, they had to dig it out down there, and he was screaming, and he said he could hear him on the 2 floors down screaming because they had to pack it with medicine. And you know, when I worked in the oil field, when we would frack, they would dig in the ground and they would put dynamite down there, and then a lot of tarantulas would come running out of the ground, like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
What's crazy, y'all, is what I learned to being spiritual. If you talk to these species, they'll listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
See, people don't. This is again being truly connected. If I tell a bee to get out of here, the bee will move. I ain't got to swap it. I have to get over there, and they'll go away from me. It hears me. You tell a wasp the same thing. Spider the same thing. Spiders are usually scared of you.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
they're
so they'll
actually
run.
more protectors. They're actually more. I would say they're more assets than liabilities to us
Right,
regarding
and
what
they
they do
are.
in the ecology. Yeah, and you know in the environment.
Because they eat a lot of other bugs. So, you know, a lot of times we don't realize, you know, just like the wasp, stay over there, you stay in your habitat, I ain't gonna bother you. Don't come in here. We
Yeah,
good. Talk
but
to
they'll
them
come
like
to
that. I'm
yours.
telling you.
Yeah,
Talk with them, they gonna hear you.
yeah,
People can't fathom that, but try it and see.
it's
Try
real.
it and see.
Listen, Linda, listen. Like you know, we spoke. I believe I'm pretty sure I spoke to you. I'm saying, Linda, listen, Linda.
The little boy, right?
Yeah,
I always tell him he sound like that when he's talking to me.
Yeah,
well,
because
I'll
she
say
don't
that.
listen. So I'll be like, listen, listen. She'd be like, you
Linda,
sound like your daddy.
listen, Linda. I was saying that earlier. Like that'd be real, but now that's a real thing because I know we spoke about it. Storms. I've done that with storms. Like because
Yeah.
working down here, like I said, being a driver, and living, you know, down here, it storms every day, especially in the summertime. We get big boy storms. I'm talking about like the thunder might scare you, it might make you crash something because it just be so powerful. But at the same time, the downflow of the water too it's crazy. But there's been times when, you know, I was able to speak to nature like, hey, storm, stop, and it stopped. So it's a real thing. Like we have that capability, like for real. And Wunam, you know, you taught me something new a couple weeks ago, like, you know what I'm saying, with the power of Shay. And like I'm still like, yo, that was powerful because I mean, that's the second time where we had an experience like that. And the first time was a little different because it was for another client. But the one that I did, you told me a certain route to go, and I went. And I'm like, oh shit, like, like yo, you know what I'm saying? But I had to call a drinker like, yo, how I finish this thing up, boy? Because hey, it was like, yo, but that's the power that we really have and we possess. But we got to believe in it, and we got to know it, and we got to feel, like you say, and be in tune with it, and like really like know, like we are children of the universal prime creator of all that was, is, and always will be, period. And we are the highest form of that. Those, you know what I'm saying, who are tapped in, especially those with melanin and euromelanin. Like, so it's like this really is real. So it's like we just got to really believe in it and have the route or the directions how to get to it, you know, to make it do and make it happen.
Tell Roderick to go get 13 eggs and put it by a tree in some palm oil.
Sure.
He speaks to the very old owls. And the owls are calling. Those are the mothers. So start giving them an offering. 13 eggs. Take care of the mothers and they'll take care of you. So they're calling you. When they call you, give them 13 eggs and palm oil. Put it by a tree, the base of a tree. You got to boil the eggs. Okay? And get some palm oil, pour it in the eggs, and feed the mothers.
Oh yeah, I think somebody did ask that. Do you have them peel it, Wunam, or you leave the shells on, or do it matter? I think I did see that earlier in the comments.
They should peel it.
Okay.
Peel it and put the
palm oil
palm oil on it. Or if they do it, just make sure that they're boiled. If they don't peel it, make sure they are boiled though.
And we do got a few more questions coming on. Shout out to First Thing been vibing heavy with the tribe lately.
Ancestors inspired from your last show.
What happened?
She said she got inspired by you to call on her ancestors.
That's good.
I always call on the ancestors.
I sure. Trying to find that one. Which comment was that?
It's at the bottom, the last one.
Oh, okay.
Which one are you talking about?
The one you just said. Oh, that must be Brother Roger.
Yeah, Roger Williams said,
Yeah, Roger been going ham with the tribe too, man. I think he a fairly new tribe member, but I definitely appreciate the love and support, Roger. Even tapped in. So has First Sync. First Sync had a question too. She been tapped in heavy lately too. First Sync said, vultures have been visiting my home for the last few weeks. I found there's a spiritual meaning behind it. Is there anything you can share with her with that one on? I know Oshun is usually connected to vultures too sometimes.
You know, Spirit is showing me, because the mothers also govern vultures too, but they're around her for a reason. There's something going on in her area. Where does she, like I keep something in her area. It has nothing to do with her house. There's something going on in her area, and I don't know if it's a neighbor. There's some energy that's not good around your neighborhood. And it's not yours. But them vultures are hanging around for a reason.
Sure. Let me ask you this one now.
There's something going on. Tell her, pay attention to her neighbors.
Got you. First thing, if you could share like any, if you want to and you're open to, you don't have to, but anything that might kind of go along with what Wunam was saying in regards to the environment that might stand out to you, that could be a reason or something. Because a lot of times when we're dealing with like tapped in and being, I feel like in alignment with receiving these messages, we're tapped into knowing how to go further into the rabbit hole, you know, to kind of unravel it. There she goes. She said she in the Panhandle and her transition father's siblings, or my transition father's siblings. So she, I'm thinking it's probably like she feeling like it might be the ancestors or a ancestor. You feel like it's your ancestors for sync? I know when I be seeing all these black cats all the time, I know that's my ancestors.
It's issues.
Black cats, birds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're picking up. There's some kind of that's the chaos then. Family fighting over stuff.
Mm. Randall Anderson, aka DJ Bucket 2863. That I like that comment. Wunam, what's the significance of cigars with spirit or different realms of spiritual, I feel like, existence? Because brother Randall Anderson, aka DJ Bucket 2863, says that's very true, because bees are attracted to me for some reason, especially when I'm smoking cigars and I have a talk with them and then they leave me alone. But what's the significance with spirit and cigars? Because that's when I see a lot of the black cats or the cats or owls. You know what I'm saying? That's when nature be like, when I have my little, that's like a little me time that I kind of unplug from the world. I have me a little cigar, but every time I do it, it's like spirit always like shows up. It's nuts. Even the last time, I haven't had my me time like I was having it, but like the last time I did it, it's like I sent out the Morse code, like, spirit, if you there, give me a sign. And I'll be damned if a white cat then walk by, like right when I got pretty much finished with my little cigar. So it was like, yo. But every time pretty much it seems like I have a cigar, I'm in nature, I'm in the elements of, whether it's a yard or, whatever outside, but like spirit or signs from nature always show up. So like, what's the connection between cigars and like whether it's bees or cats or birds or whatever?
Cigars, the smoke attracts spirits. They enhance your spiritual work, but also you got to remember that the ancestors used to smoke cigars, smoke tobacco, the Native Americans as well. But they enhance your spiritual work, and they bring more focus. When you have a lot of people like to smoke and blow the smoke on the shrines or on whatever work they're doing. It enhances it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
so
So
it feeds the spirit.
now that's dope. It's funny because that reminds me, um, like when I break down AI to certain people, a lot of times when I like give analogies, I like to use metaphors like cars or movies or music or whatever, or sports. And so I always say, like, when it comes to this AI thing, you can't be a person that just randomly goes and say, hey, I'm about to be this, da, 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 and use AI and think that's going to work that way. Nah, you have to have some sort of foundation, what I'm saying, a baseline of whatever it is that you're seeking the AI to enhance. So the way I break it down is like, that's like an athlete. Like, you can take any person out there and give them a bat and put them in the major leagues and think that they're going to hit 50, 60, 70 home runs, but it ain't going to happen like that. But if you take a Sammy Sosa or a Mark McGuire, who's already a top tier athlete, and you give them an enhancement, drug or any type of thing that can enhance them, then yeah, they could definitely turn it up several more notches, right? And that's how I feel like what AI can do for people who already have a certain skill set or a baseline or whatever, but you got to really have that. And then if you take that, it's almost like taking steroids or HGH for an athlete. You are already an athlete, but if you take this juice, it's going to take you to a super athlete. You know what I mean? So I feel like with spirituality, that's where we are as a collective now. A lot of people are tapped in and receiving downloads and waking up and, you know what I'm saying? Like, really like honing in and tapping in with spirit. So it really reminded me of that show Supercell, which we talked about several times on here too. Like that. And I'm pretty sure me and you talked about it too, brother Drinker. But like, it's like it's really activating. Like a lot of people's DNA, a lot of stuff is activating to another level. So are
And
there
you gotta
anything?
remember too with the bees. I'm sorry, but you gotta
No, no,
remember
no.
too with the bees. Beekeepers use smoke to control the bees too.
Mm.
So for him to be able to, when he say he's smoking and he tell them to go away, they go away as well. So the smoke is very powerful for spiritual work.
You got to remember that cigars made of tobacco.
Natural.
natural tobacco, and that's a plant. And you know, certain plants are good for certain things.
Medicine.
So when you're smoking it, you're emitting the chemical from that plant that has many properties to do many things. Right?
Mm.
It's sort of like what I'm going to send you with the ancestral. It's that you'll see when you burn it, when you inhale it, it's going to take you to the land of the ancestors.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh, yeah.
So that's the smoke that is going to be entering your body. That's going to take you like on a little trance, and you're going to go into the land of the ancestors. So the smoke from the cigar, the tobacco that it's made of, does sort of like the same thing, has a kind of a effect to attract that actual plant that they use to attract certain energy, spirit energies to you. Right.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
significant. And that's why he said when he does what do the bees do?
They go away.
They go away.
Yeah.
Because the bees are part of nature. They know plants better than we do. And that actual energy from that plant, that chemical, they don't like. So they're going to get away because they know what it is. Yeah.
I sure. Man, listen, Goddess Frequency, I got you. I didn't see it earlier, so my apologies. Like I said, it's a lot of comments, so I appreciate the comments. So please keep them coming, but it's a challenge to keep up with all of them. But Goddess Soul Frequency says, I asked about the hawk, one that flew up over me and it hovered above me, and then it turned back and went off in the opposite direction that it came. Hawks are very powerful animal, birds too. One of them showed up earlier today, the session I was telling you about.
Hawk is probably a spirit animal. We got spirit animals that walk with us. That hawk is alerting you. That's probably a spirit animal. Give it a name.
Wants her to pay attention.
And call on it to protect you. Because if it flew above you, that was your protection. Okay?
Pay attention to it.
Pay attention to them because they're there to protect you, I believe. And actually, I'm going to tell you, I do see that's one of your spirit animals. Give it a name. And when you feel like you're in danger or you feel afraid, calling that hawk is going to come.
I sure. Yeah, build with Shahi. We got you, bro. It's a dope build, man. So we're definitely here for the healing tonight. So Bill with Shahi said, my uncle attained a certificate of title of Fulton County, Georgia, but we've been underground with it as he's now suffering from Parkinson's. Wunam, is there anything that you can scan? Oh yeah, she could do that for you, bro.
Okay, what he said?
He wanted to see if you could, I think he wanted to see if you could scan his grandfather's body, like to see if there's anything going. You know how you could do the X-ray vision, like to see if somebody.
Yeah.
Do you need any additional information from him?
My uncle tends to do okay.
Brother Bill with Shahi, can you share his name? Do you need his name or anything? Or anything about it?
Just give me his first name. That's it.
Brother Bill with Shahi, send his first name, man, and then we definitely can get that pulled up for you, family.
They say he got Parkinson's.
I think it sounds like he got an onset of it coming on, or it might be like coming on an onset. But it sounded like he had made some major moves though prior to what the onset or trying to onset, what have you. So you might be asking if you could scan his
title for Fulton County. Now he suffered from Parkinson's.
So like somebody did some work on him or something.
I don't know if it's that or like business or property acquisition.
If you the government.
Yeah, we have to. You know what? Tell him we got to do a deeper divination on that.
You got to.
So I can understand clearly what he's saying because it's like okay, he obtained a certificate. You understand?
For the title of Fulton County.
Okay, for the title. Okay.
So he was an imam of a mosque or something. That's what it's like. He was Imam Chad Adbar. So it was his uncle. So what is it you're trying to figure out? You're trying to figure out like if he has health issues, he has Parkinson's, or
right.
Or is it related to him getting that title?
What's the question that you want answered? So that way, we can figure it out. And then Goddess Frequency. I'm gonna share. I think I got the. Can you send me the website for the tribe to I need to put that in the notes or something, so that way I don't gotta keep transferring it. But Goddess Frequency want to know how to hold up, contact you. I'm gonna share the link in the comments for you, family, and then it'll also be in the channel description or the show description of the episode once the episode goes live too. I always put them in there too, family. But I'll share the link into the chat too.
Okay, I got your message. I will.
Appreciate you. And I'm about to put that in the chat now. I got to put it. I think there's a way for me to save it somewhere, so I don't have to keep putting it back in there. But you're welcome, family. And then anybody else try? How much longer y'all got? Y'all got a little more time, or you want to wrap it up? But that probably keep coming. We're gonna keep.
Real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, I got you. So I'll go ahead and share the commercial real quick, and then from there, we'll probably take a couple more. I ain't gonna front. I gotta eat too. Try to give me some rest. But what's good?
Sent you the link.
Yeah, I'm about to share it right now. I was copying and pasting it from the text to the notes, but I'm trying to figure. I gotta figure out how to store it in here somewhere because there gotta be a way to do that. But and then from there, share this commercial. Are y'all gonna be streaming the feeding tomorrow? Y'all gonna live stream it or y'all gonna record it?
Wunam said she was gonna stream it. So
okay, which platform y'all gonna do it
on? I want to say she's gonna do it on TikTok.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get that link too. Is it gonna be your page or hers? Because I could probably just copy it from either one of y'all pages, or would it be both?
It might be hers because me and her set. Her page is I can't even think. I don't know if it's Wunam, E for Dominion. I forgot.
I posted.
But ours together is Wunam and the Dinker at TikTok.
Let's see. I'm gonna find it. I'll post that link in the show description too. Or if you could text me that one, I could just copy and paste that one too. But and then real quick, I'm gonna share this commercial from Zimmy Lots because she's signing on as a official sponsor of the channel, man. So I'm gonna share this commercial real quick and then give her a shout out for her brand that she has going on. So shout out to Zimmy Locks. She has an event coming up in the Central Florida area. It's the Pink Full Moon potent time for releasing transformation and the heart-centered energy. It's a vibrational gathering at the Shed of Wellness Community Village, Wednesday, April 1st at 7 p.m. in Brandon, Florida. Please reach out and connect and contact RSVP for exact location. We're going to cover breath, dance, journaling, sound bowls, slowing down with deep breath, connecting in nature into the planet and to the community, with guided breath work, intuitive dance, and energy movement, journal release, immersive sound baths, and just for a small donation of $20, you can scan the RSVP code, and then be able to download your ticket from there. And so it's gonna be a dope event, man. I had the honor of checking out the space today. And it was powerful. Had a very powerful connection to nature. And so there's another flyer. It's going to be a vibrational energy gathering for joining for breath, for dance, for journaling, for sound. Very powerful, 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 powerful environment, family. I can't even front. Matter of fact, I'm going to share this quick video that she shared. And for those who've been along for the whole ride, like y'all heard when I was talking about, like literally from the time we started the session, where she does your locks, and she calls it like a crown revitalization, to where she gives you a Reiki session, she gives you sound bowls, she gives you chimes, and then it's just dope. And so she does all that around your crown as she's doing your locks or whatever. But it's a very spiritual experience as well. So it was dope, man. And then the environment, like when I got there, it was like owls in broad daylight, woodpeckers pecking on trees, cardinals flying by, blue jays chirping. It was dope. And so it was a very powerful experience. So she's got a dope event coming up. Yeah, it was crazy, like for real. So I'm gonna share the video, the infomercial real quick. It's like 30, 40 seconds. And then I'm gonna if y'all got time for a couple of questions, man, I'll do as many as y'all got time for, and then we can wrap it up. Okay, cool. So shout out to Jimmy Locks and the Sanctuary.
In honor and gratitude for watching a vision come true. My office is outside. I walked to work barefoot today. And I got to do a Reiki and a lock retwist. It's time for you to book your Reiki or outdoor retwist experience. ZemiLocks.com.
Hugging trees out here. Shout out to Jimmy Locks,
That was
man.
you in the video?
Yeah, that's my loctician, man. She got a dope like setup. Like it's crazy because the first time I went to her, and shout out to Millie, because Millie actually introduced me to Jimmy Locks. So it's like we all. That's why I'm saying how dope this is, because I introduced you to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all got y'all own thing going. What y'all doing? I don't even have nothing to do with it, but I don't care because it's like it's just dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but they're clients of mine, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. And you've helped me with I don't know how many clients, you know what I'm saying? We tag team clients. So it's like, it's just powerful to share the love and the light, you know what I'm saying? See how we all building together. Those who are operating for the real spirit of building and doing the work is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. So she's a client of mine and yours, you know what I mean? And Millie too. It's like, but we all, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's dope. So yeah, she's supporting the channel, she's sponsoring the channel, you know what I'm saying? It was just dope to have that experience of, you know, her sanctuary, where she's gonna have a lot of healing and just holistic connecting to the planet, like camping events, like healing circles for brothers and for sisters. I'm gonna be facilitating, you know what I'm saying, circles for the brothers. So
I'll put it on the Stars of the Shrine podcast too, like I did Millie.
Hey, let's get it, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna introduce you to a couple of other sisters too, man. Shout out to IMG SCG and IM 13 SCG, and then also Sekhmet Ma'at. Those are two other powerful, I feel like powerful alignments too. That'd be dope. So I'm gonna connect all y'all so that way everybody can, you know what I'm saying, to build with everybody, man. That's what it's about for me. I ain't never had to try to be in competition with nobody for no reason. It's about all of us building. Now that we stand about it, we fall, and we're here for the real deal mission to make things happen by any all means necessary. So Tribe, if y'all have anything else, man, Wunam and brother Baba Dinkra said that they can take a few more, and we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. So I got a few more questions while you know we see what they have going on with the tribe. So I know you said when the mothers appear, like that means like they want to offer and they're making themselves aware to you and all that. What about I've asked you several times, but what about the cats? Like, I see cats so often. It's like, yo, I'm wondering, do I need to get a cat? Like, or should I just, you know what I'm saying, just keep on just accepting the spirit, you know what I'm saying, the downloads and because they show up all the time. I think I sent you a picture of the last black cat that showed up, like one of
the you probably need to take that cat
in. But they be all over the place. They be in different cities. It just, I see them all the time. Kind of like the crows would show up. Like, that's how I feel like black cats are.
So that's crazy because I'm gonna tell you what's deep about that. I just had a client that hit me up yesterday. She hates cats, but you know, we did a lot of spiritual work for her, and we sent her something to put in the house for protection. And all of these cats showed up in front of her house, and she said, "I hate cats." She said, "But there's a black one that specifically comes to my door." So I started laughing. I said, well, you better go talk to that cat. I said, because that cat's there to protect you. Now, we had to help her because the mother-in-law was doing spiritual work around the house and in the house. So, believe it or not, those black cats also represent the Iami. But what's crazy is so many showed up around her house. But now I'm going to tell y'all what I did. We used to go to the pet shop, Petco, to get mice for our snake, and there was cats there, and every time I go in there, I talk to the cats. Now, if anybody has my book, The Cosmic Oracle, they will see that I told the story about the story about the lion beings. He just put it up, right? Yeah, the lion beings from the Lyran planetary system. So what's crazy is while I was in there, I was mad because the way they got the cats locked up Yeah, yeah. He just showed it again. But the way that they got the cats locked up,
Oh, okay, you got it.
yeah, he got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah, it's better that way because you can't see it when I put it up.
It's hard
I was
sometimes to
pissed
read
off.
too.
So I start calling for the lion and beans to come rescue the cats.
Mm.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy. She's not too far from us. She lives in a little town over, but it's not far. Some of the cats that I asked to be rescued look like some of the cats that was around her house. She had about 6 cats, one on top of the roof. She sent me the picture. If I could show y'all the picture, well, it's on this phone. But anyway, I asked for their rescue because the way they have the cats locked up, I don't like it. It's a small little area. They're not free. So I called upon the lion and beans to come free these cats. And then she calls me and says, "Look, all these cats at my house. All these cats." I said, "Oh, okay." I just, start laughing. But I told her, I said, the black one was sent by an ancestor. So make sure you take care of that one too. But a lot of times when y'all see cats, don't be afraid because they are there for protection. There's a lot of spiritual energy too that we have on it. Y'all worry about the goddamn physical energy, you better worry about the goddamn spiritual energy because there's a lot of beings and energies that's here too. Some of them that you can't see, some of them that shape shift, some of them that make themselves invisible. Some of these beings do, okay? So be mindful of that. But if you see these cats, some of them are there to protect you from not just spiritual, but I'm talking about other beings. Y'all sleep on cats, but them cats are highly spiritual. Highly, highly spiritual. Cats can go in dimensions we can't go into. They can see what we can't see. So a lot of times when you see a lot of cats, you got to know that these cats are there for a reason. They can detect other beings from other planets too.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that
You
know
know,
how to come and be invisible.
it's dope that you say that because I feel like a lot of different species of animals are very highly intelligent. Cats, I know, are like, I feel like they extra worldly because they have other planetary beings that come from other systems that are Lyrans, you know what I'm saying? Like with the head,
Right.
cat head and a real physical body of a human. But like the animals in general, especially the birds, like the same thing, like we was talking about the birds earlier. Like I've been hearing birds at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm talking about
Out
like it's
there in the
broad
day in the
daylight,
morning.
they chopping it up, like you know what I'm saying? And like different kind of birds. I'm talking in the house. Like and they outside, I'm like, yo, like they turned up. Like so, the dolphins been turning up. Like it's a lot, man. I saw this fish, I think it's called like an oarfish. They call it like the fish of doom or some shit. Like usually when they breach or come on shore, it's like a catastrophic event that happens, like a tsunami or earthquake or something crazy. But like
Really?
two of them done showed up, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and they're like what do you call it? They're like effervescent fish. They're kind of like a silver, you know what I'm saying? Like a sequence silver type, you know what I'm saying, color. But it's crazy. That's by set.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all see?
Hold on, let me highlight you.
Oh yeah, can't see it.
You can't see it yet.
You gotta hold it in front of your shirt.
Can y'all see it?
See it. See it a little bit. There you go.
You see that?
Yeah, we can see it like that. Yep. That's dope. That's bass, right?
What's up?
That's it.
That's that.
That's what the
Now,
story of
in
Black people really
ancient
about.
Egypt, what they had, black cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got 2 black cats. I've been trying to find a collar like this so I could put on my black cats. Because I had them with the diamonds around the neck, but I need a collar like this. Cats in ancient times, they knew the significance of cats, right? And a lot of people are scared, but they were very highly spiritual in ancient times. So your pharaohs, your priestesses, your high priestesses had black cats because they were able to travel to the planetary systems, right? And they would protect from different type of beings, not just spiritual, but cosmic beings. And they were afraid of the cats in ancient times.
They say there was a war. Was it the Greeks? They used the cats against the Greeks in the war.
Oh, they
The
did?
Greeks did. The Greeks were throwing the cats or something like that. like using them as shields for the against the Egyptians. I read a story like that. I can't remember exactly which one it was, which who it was, which invader it was, but I read something like that somewhere.
Yeah, but y'all know
I
that
got
cats are very spiritual, so you know,
I got a
don't
really
sleep
good
on them.
question. I want to bring this one. I'm going to cut your wisdom.
That's okay. I'm done. Go ahead.
Reiki Activate says, and this is something that I deal with, so I would like to get your opinion. I feel like I know what it is, but for the sake of her and everybody else, she wants to know, or he wants to, I think it's a female, but they want to know, do you have any advice for grid workers or grid walkers that work ley lines? The energy in my hands surge plugs in houses, appliances, cars, etc. And I started working with Gaia.
Started working with Gaia.
Yeah.
So the question again is, do we have any recommendations for
grid walkers and those who work with ley lines? So it sounds like they got a lot of magnetic energy that they're capable of
I'm
wielding.
not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That's crazy. Make sure you protect yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. As well as you get that energy, make sure you protect yourself. So a lot of people like to use crystals for protection when they're walking the grids and dealing with the grids. I know they like to use that black tourmaline. That's really good for protection when you're dealing with that type of energy. Granite, okay, is really good for that protection. So there's a lot of different crystals you might want to keep on yourself when you're dealing with that energy.
But if you use black tourmaline, you're gonna have to cleanse it a lot because it'll absorb energy real.
Right, it absorbs energy.
And you'll notice that the black tourmaline, it'll get heavy.
Yeah.
So you have to cleanse it.
Yeah.
In water, in the sunlight.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we got any more. We'll probably do like 2 more, family, and then I gotta get ready to get me some rest and some food too. Let me see, guys. What? Why are you laughing?
Because you say you had 8 all day.
Man, listen. I had some French toast sticks this morning. That was way early. I've been running them up, running, ripping and running and all that. Look, it's funny. Before the last show, I had to take a power nap because I was tapped out, man. I said, man, give me some rest and drink a little caffeine. So I got to give me some good food and some good rest, man. I got a lot. Yeah, man. Look, and I know you know that. Look, that's one of the things they've been telling me for a while. I've been doing good though. I really have, but last night I didn't get it. Yeah, I can say that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Cats
If
are
I
very
ain't,
intelligent.
yeah,
Somebody said cats are very intelligent. They are very intelligent, but they're vindictive too, though. They are.
I'm talking about my cats.
They're very cerebral.
About my cats.
She got a cat. One of her cats, he follow her around everywhere. But if you don't give him snacks, he'll start
messing stuff up.
Yeah, he start doing stuff,
scratching up,
mischievous stuff, destructive. Yeah, I had a dogs be doing that too. I had a dog that did that
too. Yeah.
Yeah, Nino Bishop Bride, boy. Nino was he was a YN. Nino was a real YN. I swear to God, I love Nino, but he know I can say he an ancestor. I got a shrine and urn and everything for him. Nino was my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I cried more for that dog than I did any people. And no disrespect to the people, but it just was a different relationship. Like he was my first. Yeah, I looked down like a pet, but also like a son or a support system. You know what I'm saying? Because he was with me like 15, 16 years. He was a pit, but big dogs normally don't live that long. But his ass, he was crazy as hell.
Pits can live up to 15, 16 years.
They can. Usually bigger dogs normally though, it's a blessing to get 9, 10 out of a bigger dog. He was one of the taller, bigger ones, but either way, he was a piece of work.
That was your baby. That was your son.
He was my baby though. He was my baby. I ain't gonna lie. But boy, look, that goes to show that what it says a thin line between love and hate. I want to take him out a few times because he caused that much disruption. I'm like, bruh, like I really did because I mean that you talk about calculated, like he destroyed. It's like a tornado hit our room. Like he destroyed a whole room, and and everything he destroyed, he intentionally did because he knew it was stuff that was used. Remote controls to the TV, favorite pairs of shoes, jewelry, phone chargers. Man, it was crazy. If I wasn't in like a sub, I ain't gonna get into all that. But I'm just telling you, like it was like it was a blessing. But he was a rider though, man. That was my dude, man. He was there. He was a real one. So
my daughter-in-law, she got a husky. And if I ignore him and I turn my back to him, he'll stand up and shove me in the back with his paws.
Bro,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not
But he do
surprised.
the opposite to me. He bows to me when I see him.
Yeah, when he see her, he
Smart.
does like this.
Yeah,
They
he
sound like
does.
me. Look. That's a smart dog, boy. Don't
Yeah,
mess
he
with the
does.
women, the mothers for sure.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. But he chewed up. But he chewed up one of my Ogun shrines though. Yeah,
Ogun let him do it. He let him do
yeah,
it.
he did. He let him do it.
He didn't want him to touch it. I learned that. I couldn't believe it when I was the same dog. Like when I got on my journey and I came home with my warriors the first time, I'm like, yo, he's not gonna do nothing to him. And she was like, if they don't want him to touch him, he ain't gonna touch him. And he didn't touch him. And mind you, he a pit. So
Nah,
it's like,
we would feed our shrine outside,
Mhm.
and he would lick on the shrine. I make him stop.
mm,
But he had fur all on the shrine.
No, he chewed up mine.
mm,
Fresh ass. But
mm,
anyway, yeah, he was fresh. He's fresh.
mm,
She still got him, but every time I see him, I just bought him some snacks yesterday. He's spoiled. I spoil all the animals.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some cat folks in the house. Shakeen said, this is good to know because when I was a child, my mother had more than 20 cats. And I remember it had so much personality, very vigilant. Yeah, cats, they're very psychic, very powerful, very
Right.
cerebral, very vindictive, but highly cunning and intelligent. Like
That's right.
extremely
That's right.
intelligent.
Go
Yeah.
go study cats. Go study, excuse me, cat, excuse me, y'all. I'm getting kind of tired too. Go study
Yeah.
cats in ancient times. Go back and read up about the Bastet, right? And you'll learn about how these cats are truly, truly spiritual. But I always communicate with the lions. I told them to go rescue the other cats. Get them out the damn cage. They don't belong in there.
Mm. Yeah, they don't belong on no walls for no trophy either. Like their heads or stuff. That foolishness either.
Don't
But
people be doing that?
what?
Really? I ain't never seen nobody take a cat's head and put it on the wall.
A lot. You
What
never seen
talking about,
nobody? Huh?
lions? Like lions?
Yeah, European
Oh, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, you talking about, yeah, oh, they better stop
They would
that.
just
I
go and
don't like
kill them
that.
for no reason. They would just sometimes go over there and hunt them. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like just
I
kill
seen
them. Like
that.
yeah,
Somebody need
like
to hunt their goddamn asses. How about somebody hunt you and take your head and put it on the wall? No,
listen,
that's unacceptable. I remember, but remember, they got paid back for that. Remember?
listen. They started hunting them. They was whacking them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like running in tents and like attacking them out there. What? Yeah,
yeah,
all that.
attacking them and everything else.
Yeah,
See,
you can't
that's what
keep
they get.
every. I ain't gonna say every person. Every energy is not gonna let everything slide. I'm not even gonna say person because people, but that the lions are showing that animals are the same way. Like you can't just do, beings or entities any kind of way and think that there's no repercussions. Did we lose y'all? Oh damn! I think they froze up. Let me see. Yeah, I think they froze up, family. But I think we're gonna wrap it up though because I know I needed to get some rest on Wunam, so I think she was ready to get some rest too. But I definitely appreciate the love and support, family. Yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah, so we definitely appreciate the love and support. So I'll definitely work on getting this uploaded as well tomorrow to share, everybody's information, to share this information with everybody in regards to the feeding of the earth and the indigenous deities and gods tomorrow. So I definitely appreciate everybody for the love and support. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Matter of fact, we'll see y'all tomorrow night at 9 p.m., family. So appreciate everybody who made it to both shows. Appreciate everybody that made it this show. Appreciate everybody that'll see the upload or re-upload of the show or the recording of the show. And I'll see you on the next episode, family. We out. Peace.
ẹni tó gbàgbé ilé ṣàpò ìyàpọ̀ tẹ́ǹtì ẹni takísà ní tàtàn ò bá padà sílé anítìjàkọ ẹja lọ pé eégún mo ṣe ní gbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́ forsake not your ancestors and praise your.